Hi guys, in today's video I'll be talking about how you can maximize your chances for being eligible for the expected airdrop which is coming on zkSync. And I think now that the market is improving and we recently got this big airdrop coming in from Arbitrum, I think as the market continues to improve and more funds start coming into the system and projects are feeling more confident in expanding, I think we'll see many more airdrops. And I think now the criteria might be quite similar. Because if you look at the initial airdrops, like the one which was done by Uniswap, that time there used to be no detailed criteria. It was quite straightforward. Like for Uniswap, if you have performed any swap action on Uniswap before the cutoff date, you had become eligible for the Uniswap airdrop. But now, as more and more people are participating, the projects are getting more selective about the airdrop criteria. That's why if I consider as a benchmark the airdrop which was done by Arbitrum and expecting that if the airdrop by zkSync would happen quite soon, they might use some similar criteria. And Arbitrum had used the main criteria for airdrop as you should have bridged funds into their mainnet, into their testnet. You should have performed transactions and over multiple months, so for a long duration. And they also gave bonus or additional tokens to users who had done a high volume transactions like $10,000 or more. So let me quickly share how you can increase your chances by performing a same set of actions in zkSync, so you are able to qualify for the highest number of tokens possible. So the first activity would be to get some funds into the testnet as well as the mainnet. Here, when you go to the bridging portal, you can switch between whether you want to switch the funds into the testnet or the mainnet. And for the testnet, you can transfer funds from the Ethereum Goerli, where this is basically test Ethereum. This is not real Ethereum, and there is a faucet where you can claim daily. So this is not real money, and this I think you can try out any of the applications which are still in testing phase. And similarly, their mainnet got launched last week. So at the moment, there are not too many functionalities which you can do in the mainnet. But once you switch on to the mainnet, it will ask you for a prompt to connect to the mainnet. And there you will be able to transfer from Ethereum mainnet into zkSync mainnet. But you need to keep in mind that this would be real Ethereum, so real money, and you should be careful to transfer only small amounts or amounts which you're comfortable in losing, because this is for an airdrop which doesn't have a 100% guarantee and it might be useful, might not be useful. So only test with funds which you're not which is not going to create problems for your day-to-day life. So after you have bridged funds into both testnet and the mainnet, I would like to share with you some of the apps which can help you gain more eligibility criteria bonus. So I would suggest you to do higher activities on the mainnet. But here, of course, you might think that, if I perform activities on the test net, it's with free money, dummy Ethereum, and in the mainnet, it will cost me real Ethereum. But if I also look at the recent airdrops like Arbitrum, they are definitely going to give a higher weightage to any transactions you have performed in the mainnet, because they are also aware that, only serious users in the community would be interacting with the mainnet. Because, and also as zkSync has already launched their mainnet last week. They will probably wait for a while before launching their airdrop to give their users some time to perform activities on the mainnet. And I'm sure they'll give a high priority for people who have been interacting with the applications which are already live on the mainnet. But that being said, it would always be better and increase your chances if you try to interact in both mainnet and testnet. So the first app which I would like to show to you where you can do transactions has features in mainnet as well as testnet. This and to identify which of the apps you can interact with, if you go to the portal called ecosystem.zkSync, there you can filter on which of the applications are already live on mainnet era. So here you can see which are already live on the mainnet, And you can also see which are the ones which are currently only on testnet or which are not completely available on Era. So the first app which you should definitely try out is Spacefy. When you go to the landing page of Spacefy, you will see a message that the mainnet is now open for the community, but it is on a trial basis. So some of the applications like swapping, adding liquidity, they are already available on mainnet, and they have clearly mentioned that the early adopters will get potential incentive. So whenever you interact with the apps inside zkSync, you need to be aware that you can get additional benefits. Example, all these apps, they also might give out some bonus tokens. So this would be like a added benefit for you. So when you go to the Spacefy homepage, you can use the swap functionality and to add liquidity as well as perform some swaps. And you can also go to the farming and NFT tabs, so you can do some activities on the testnet. So you have the transaction eligibility for both the scenarios. The next site which I would recommend you to interact is called Rhino. Rhino Fi is a app which already has launched its native token called DVF, and I already did some transactions trading as well as created a pool of DVF and ETH. And I think what Rhino Fi is promoting itself as its key benefit is that the reward ratio and the staking returns are quite high. So these are the two portals which you should definitely try out. There are many more applications which are already available like Spacefy, SyncSwap, Mute, MES protocol that you can try as well. But currently, I'm interacting more with Spacefy because it gives me both the options of trying out mainnet as well as testnet. And I'm also trying to add to the liquidity in RhinoFi because this is a app which I think would do well during the coming months. Do let me know in the comments if there are any additional apps which you're also trying out in zkSync, and I hope you found this video useful. Thank you.